Hey, how's it going, guys? This is David once again, and we're back here with vlog number 4. Today I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have messaged me about, specifically about how I got into San Diego State and how I got onto the football team. It seemed like a lot of you guys have been wondering how I managed to work my way up to make it to the football team, so that's something I want to talk to you guys about, since that's what you guys want to know about. So it's actually funny because I wasn't recruited to play at San Diego State, unlike most Division I college athletes. I actually went to San Diego State originally because I had aspirations of playing soccer. Of course, I went to San Diego State for academics to begin with, but in terms of being part of programs in the school, I actually wanted to play soccer there, since that's what I grew up playing, and I felt like that was my best shot. So yeah, I remember I went to San Diego State to play soccer. I was hoping to be able to get a tryout for the soccer team, but I remember the whole coaching staff got fired the first semester of my freshman year, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that tryout. But fortunately enough for me, in the spring of 2020, right before COVID happened, I remember the football team posted on Instagram that we're having walk-on tryouts, and I was like, well, shoot. I mean, it's now or never. Soccer's not an option, and I didn't want to do any other clubs or sports, so I figured, I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna train for it. So I started training for it. This was about November when I started, kicking back again. So November, December, January, February, I got ready. And it was the second week of February. I remember, I think it was February 10th that they had the walk-on tryouts. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get cleared for the tryouts in time. But I was able to speak to one of the coaches who was able to, he gave me his email. And I, went to the field. I recorded myself kicking. And I sent it out to him. And he viewed my film, and I was able to work my way up on the roster through that. I sent him my film. They added me to the spring roster conditionally because we had 4 kickers at the time, and they were only going to keep 2 by fall. But during the 6 practices that I had during spring ball, I was able to prove myself and show out that, I deserved to be one of the final 2 kickers on the roster. And I was, it all worked out, and I was able to make the final cut. So that's how I made the team. Kind of a different path for most people, because most players usually get recruited right out of high school. They either get a scholarship offer or a preferred walk-on, but I made the team through a walk-on tryout, and it was actually pretty cool because I have 2 other teammates of mine that made the team through the tryout, my friend Darius and my friend Baylor, so it's pretty neat to see them still playing football at San Diego State, and also, make it through a tryout, because that's not very common, so I thought it was pretty cool to be able to do that. But, for most, kickers out there asking me, how do you get recruited, how do you get noticed by these coaches? I think a big thing that a lot of these coaches take into account is Twitter. A lot of these coaches are always on Twitter trying to find the next big athlete. So I think, the best shot that you can do is, upload your highlight reel, your film, your practice film, your game film on Twitter, as well as keep your film pretty clean. Coaches do care about not only how good you are, but your character. So I think keeping a clean Twitter, don't have any like bad stuff on there, or just anything in general. Try to keep it as clean as possible, as well as be yourself. So I think, yeah, Twitter's a big thing. Another thing is camps. I know for kicking, there's a lot of big camps out there, but be careful what camps you go to, because a lot of these camps, personally, I feel like can be a scam. They're very expensive, $300-400 for all these exposure camps. And I mean, realistically, specifically for kicking, coaches want to see consistency, and these camps don't really show that, because they're just videos of your best ball. So that doesn't really show consistency. That just shows that you can hit a big ball, but that doesn't show, how could he do live under pressure. It mostly just shows that, out of 10 tries, you post your best kick. So that doesn't really show consistency. But these camps are good because it could be good networking. It could be coaches present there, or simply the people who run the camp could know a coach, and if they like you or if you perform well, they can connect you with the coach. But there's a lot of bad camps out there that can really be a scam, and like I said, they could be very expensive. I personally never went to these camps just because I did not really aspire to playing college football when I was in high school. Of course, I love college football, and I knew how big it was, but I never really thought it was a reality for me, as I wanted to pursue soccer. But yeah, I said the camps, Twitter, just networking. I mean, just if there's a school you like, email the coaches. Might be hard to get their personal emails, but speak to people that know them. Maybe if you want to get a hold of the special teams coordinator, hit up the special teams analyst, or hit up the recruiting coordinator, or just ask one of the players that are currently on the team if, hey, can I have his contact info so I can reach out to him? So I feel like that's the best shot for recruiting. The recruiting process can be pretty, hectic, and you really have to be patient because there's a lot of waiting around, waiting to see if they want to pick you up or if they want to shoot you an offer. But overall, just be patient with the process, and talent never goes unnoticed. So if you keep working hard, you guys will definitely be able to get a shot. So best of luck, guys. Any other questions, shoot me a text. I'd love to continue these vlogs going for you guys. Thank you.